Alright guys, so this is a cute DIY from Dollar Tree. So it's like a Dollar Tree DIY. I either got the paint at Walmart or like everything else is pretty much from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what you need and go ahead and get right into it. So the first thing, you can either use this type of jar or like an open jar. Ones I made last year had this type of jar. The ones I'm making this year actually have jars with a lid, and it's going to be a snowman. So I also picked up this ice cream cup from Dollar Tree. It's just a plain clear with the red. So last year I painted this white and had this glued on top, and then I had just like your traditional snowman, 2 eyes, carrot nose, and like I think I had 3 circles for a mouth, and then down here I had 3 circles for buttons of the snowman. And last year I did like a whole coating of glitter over top of the white. I had this really fine glitter. It's Crafter's Square. There were 7 ounces or 0.07 ounces of glitter, and there were 6, I think, of these total. Yes. But I only have 2 left, and these are for a different DIY. So and my Dollar Tree doesn't carry those anymore. And then with those, I had also done a rim, or like the rim of this like fishbowl. I did in glitter as well. But this year I'm not using this. This year I'm using this one. And if you get this exact jar, the lid, like not the lid, like the circle here actually like fits perfectly over this ice cream bottom, this ice cream cup bottom. And I did like the 2 eyes, the carrot nose. I did 5 smaller buttons to make a circle, and then I did the 3 going down here. But there is going to be some differences from last year and this year. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the white. My bad. I still need to show you what all you need to use. So when I was up there getting these items for this DIY, sorry my throat's like all scratchy. I've been filming a lot today. A lot. Instead of that really fine glitter, because they didn't have it at my Dollar Tree anymore, I got this Crafter's Square glitter. It says 5 bags, but it's in like a shaker. It came with red, green, silver, gold, and purple. And I think they had another set of colors. I could be wrong. You need black paint. This is Apple Barrel 21885E is the number, and it is jet black matte acrylic paint. And it's a 2-ounce container, and you can get this at Walmart for 50 cents. You also need white paint. This is Apple Barrel 20503E in white. It, again, is the matte acrylic paint in the 2-ounce container. And then I also, at Dollar Tree, picked up this small thing of Mod Podge because the stuff I had actually, like, I don't know, it like hardened. So I just picked up this because it was a small little bottle. It is 2 fluid ounces. It is the Mod Podge Gloss, water-based sealer, glue, and finisher. And they did have the matte in this. It's like a yellow background instead of the orange. To glue the base and the top together, I use E6000. I need to get more. This is the empty tube just to show you guys. So I do need to go over town tomorrow or something and get more of this, but E6000 glue because it's like the strongest glue. You also need like a glue gun and stuff, but I'm not going to worry about that until later, but I'm sure you could also use super glue. And you need a paintbrush. So actually 2 paintbrushes would be the best. But I don't have two paintbrushes, so yeah. And then you need your candy of choice for in here. So, obviously the candy can wait until later and closer to Christmas. But this is, see if I can show you, Lau Cornell Soft Comfort Stroke Brush. And this is 5/8 inch. The other one I had was the wash brush, which I use them to paint. This is obviously from my other DIY. I haven't gotten around to washing out the brush yet. But, so the first things first is see if I can get this tag thing off. I'm going to use Tim's new lighter. It's like a really weird lighter. It's like an arc. So, go ahead and get this off. Hopefully. Pretty fancy. So remove the tag and everything like that. And then you also need like a corresponding color of felt that attaches, or not attaches, but goes with the glitter and the color of this. So this is red. I think I'm going to use silver glitter. No, I might use the gold and like a yellow felt. Yeah, I'm going to use yellow felt, but that obviously, again, will come later after all the painting. So, first things first is this whole bottom thing here, you want to paint white. So, I'm going to go ahead and pour some of my paint out of the bottle. Shake it up real good first, if I can get it open. Alright, so I just poured a little bit out onto a scrap piece of paper that I have down here on the table. And this, like the line up here where you start painting, like up here, it doesn't have to be perfect. The scarf will cover it for the most part, so it doesn't have to be like perfect. And then you just want to paint down. I usually, when I get towards the bottom, like where it's like ridged, I kind of paint sideways just to help make sure that you get in the ridges. So I'm going to paint this whole bottom thing white, and then I'll be back to show you guys what the finished product kind of looks like. But I do 2 coats of the white just so that it's not like transparent or patchy or anything like that. Alright, so the natural light went away. The sun's like pretty much set. You can see it's not very bright outside now. So I've got a normal light on. But this is what this looks like after the first coat. How it is patchy in places is why I do a second coat. Sometimes I do a third coat depending on how it looks after the second. So I'm going to set this aside. And I usually let it dry for, I think I usually do it for about 18 hours. It says on the back of the paint bottle that it says to let dry 1 hour between coats, but I notice if I only allow it to dry for like 2 to 3 hours in between coats, it peels off when I'm putting on a second layer, so I don't like to do that. But I found another paintbrush so that I can show you the hat so that everything's like painted and ready to go. This is the felt that I'm going to use for the portion of the scarf, and I think that will go really well with the gold glitter right here. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on this hat. My nose is really cold, so it's like running, but so this part you don't need to do anything with. There's no painting or anything involved for what I do, but I am going to dump in this candy so that you guys know. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to hold off on the candy. But yeah, so this here you just set aside, and when you're done painting is when you will use this. So what you just need to focus on is this little lid, and I picked these jars because obviously they have the lid and the little embellishment. I don't know if you can tell. Let me see if I add the felt to it. Probably not gonna be able to see. You can see a little bit. It kind of looks like a snowflake on top. So that is why I use this. So the brush that I'm using this time, I know I'm not using them for the right things or anything like that, but just so you guys know, this again is the Low. I don't know. It's Loew. I don't know how to pronounce that. Cornell Soft Comfort. This is the angle shader, and it's in a 3/4 width. So that's what I'm going to be using to paint the lid. So you want to take your black paint, and you can get the glossy. I just prefer the matte. I think it looks better overall. So give it a good shake. And then I, again, like to pour some out onto a paper so that I don't have to keep like dipping my brush into the bottle. So I'm going to go ahead and pour just a smidge out of the bottle, and it likes to, I don't even know what the heck it is doing. I try to keep my bottles nice and clean, but the black prevents me from doing that. So you just want to paint this rim black and just the whole lid. So I usually start up here at the top, and I work my way down and around. And again, this is going to take 2 coats as well. But I let it dry for a substantial amount of time in between coats, just so that nothing's getting like ripped back up, making it look all weird. So I start at the rim, and then I paint around the top, and then I just paint my way down. And then when I get to this rim, I try to avoid the plastic part as much as possible. So I just take the tips of my brush, put it right at the bottom. Let me go somewhere where I haven't painted so you guys can see. So I try to avoid that plastic lip as much as possible. So I will show you guys once the lid is with its first coat. Alright guys, so here is the top. It looks glossy right now because it's still wet, but it dries in like the matte color. One thing I do have to say is if you do get it on like this plastic rim, once it dries, you can chip it off pretty easily off of the plastic. So I mean, it's not that big of a deal if you do get it, and it's going to be the lid to a candy jar, so, I mean, it's not really that big of a deal, but, So, here is the lid. I don't know if you can see the, like, embezzlement. Let's see, maybe if I get my flashlight on my phone. Can you guys see that? Like, see that like snowflake design? I think it looks super cute, and it's gonna be like a little top hat, so I thought it was really adorable. But yeah, so I'm just gonna set this all off to the side, and I'm gonna put it over on my table over there, because the coffee table that I'm using right now is actually gonna be being used tonight. Tim's friend's coming over, and we usually spend the time back here when he's over here. Just because our kitchen isn't really big enough and that type of thing. So that and our good TV's out here. But I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my mess and let these dry. And then this way I can get to them faster with painting those second coats. So the rest of this DIY is going to be kind of like a vlog style because it's cold out there. It's 11:15 at night. I wanted to get this finished so that I can get it edited, so that I can get it up this week. But the supplies that I have the Mod Podge gloss. This is 2 fluid ounces. I got this from Dollar Tree. I have part of a foam brush because the one I had was like the 2-inch, so I just took a chunk off of it. The glitter, this is like the chunk glitter from Dollar Tree. And then I've got my snowman head and the snowman body. So, I'm going to start on the head so that I have a better chance of explaining to you guys and showing you. So I have a little bit of the Mod Podge here, and I'm going to set this here and like try to work with that, hopefully. No, not the camera. So this isn't the best setup that I've ever done, and I'm sorry, but this is just going to have to work. So I'm going to go ahead and get my glitter opened. This way it's ready to go. So if you guys look, it's got like holes on the inside, so it's easier for sifting. I'm going to do the hat first, so I'm just going to do this outside rim here. And what I do is I take my foam square and I put, let's see if I can reach it. I put some Mod Podge on it, and I just take my hat here and I just do a little bit, and then like the other side of the brush I'll take and I'll use it to like wipe up. But you just take and put a little bit on here. And I just do a little sections at a time. This way I'm not getting anything or missing any spots. So you can see I've got my Mod Podge there. And I just take my glitter and I just very carefully shake it out onto the Mod Podge. And then once it's on the Mod Podge, I will take my finger and tap it down just to make sure it's laying flat and it's nice and secure. It does stick to your finger, but that's okay. It comes off really, really easily. Then I'll just flip this over so that the glitter's on the bottom, and I just tap to get any loose glitter off. It does like to stick, but then this here, you just kind of wipe those away, and that is how you do the glitter. Excuse me. You just do that the whole way around the base of the hat, and then I do it along the base, like this bottom spiral of the base. And then you just glue them together and they're done. That's it. You can spray it down with hairspray where you put the glitter, or Mod Podge spray, but I don't because I pat it down as I go. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this Dollar Tree DIY. If you did, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more DIYs. There's actually 3 DIYs, Dollar Tree DIYs going up this week. So just keep an eye out for those. Be sure to subscribe so that you guys get the notification for them. Head over to my Facebook page or my Instagram. They will be linked down below, and show me if you guys made these or anything. Show me what you did differently. Show me what you kept the same. Just let me know. And again, I just used the E6000 glue to put around the base here, and it sticks very nicely. And yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys all next week. Bye.